Marco Rubio trying to build some momentum after his third-place finish in Iowa, now overtaking Jeb Bush in endorsements by Congress. That's a sign perhaps Republican establishment might be uniting behind Rubio. This as we see the latest Real Clear Politics average in New Hampshire. Trump with a wide lead, followed by Cruz and then Kasich. You see Rubio at about 11% and Jeb Bush at 10%. On that count, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, former presidential candidate, now supporting Jeb Bush. Senator, good day to you, and thanks for coming back here. You're saying Cruz is not right on immigration. You're saying Rubio's not right on abortion. You're saying both men have 1 in 10 chances of beating Hillary Clinton. And now you could be accused
of Cruz.
And not Rubio, just Cruz?
Yeah, I think Marco's a good candidate. I just think Jeb is tested and ready on day one. You know, he had eight hurricanes in 18 months. I think he's got a good record. Yeah, from a Cruz point of view, you know, he's taken a really harsh position on immigration. He's an ideologue to a fault. I just don't think he'll sell with the American people.
Well, you're a good Republican, right? I mean, nobody's going to accuse you of that. You think you're just kind of beating up on these guys? I mean, once you get your shots in now and down the road, go.
If I thought I'm going to support the nominee, but I'm here to tell you and anybody that listens, and they're doing far better than I did, so take it with a grain of salt. I understand why we're losing. Ted Cruz says we lose because of Mitt Romney, John McCain, and Bob Dole are too moderate. Ted, the reason we're losing is because Hispanics believe that the Republican Party doesn't like them because of things that are being said that you echo, that you've embraced, and we're losing with young women and young people in general because we come across as a very harsh, intolerant party, sometimes on issues that affect young people. We can win this election. Barack Obama's been a lousy president. Nobody trusts Hillary Clinton. You know, I would talk to Goldman Sachs for a new set of golf clubs. I don't need $670,000. But let me just say this. Our problems with Hispanics are getting worse. Ted Cruz has basically doubled down on a view of immigration that will not sell. Every problem we had in 2012 with immigration, Trump and Cruz has made worse. I like Marco. He tried to solve the problem. He's walked away from the bill. He's a good candidate, but I think Jeb Bush can handle this issue better than anybody.
So then you know what I just said here, right? I mean, Rubio's getting more endorsements by one, but it's still 32-31 based on the count we have.
Good for him. Marco's a good guy.
Why is the former Florida governor trailing the way he is right now? What explains that? Why has he not caught on?
Well, I think he's very competitive in New Hampshire. Let me tell you, if you write him off, you do so at your peril. I helped John McCain twice in New Hampshire. I've seen ground games in New Hampshire. I've never seen a better ground game than what Jeb Bush has. And you know why I like Jeb? He's got the temperament. Chris Christie's a wonderful man. He would be a good nominee and a great president. I'm looking for somebody who will stand up to Donald Trump, who has got a temperament consistent with being commander-in-chief, who understands this war and how to win it, who won't say anything to get elected, that will stick to his guns. Jeb Bush is the most solid choice, in my view, to represent the Republican Party and be the next president of the United States. We have a lot of good candidates.
You mentioned Chris Christie. Here's what he said about Governor Bush. Watch.
Just because admirals and generals support Jeb Bush, does that mean that he somehow would be better at it? I don't necessarily think that's so. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't be good at it. I just think that if you look at who would you rather have sitting across from Vladimir Putin to make a tough deal, me or Jeb, I kind of think most people think I'd be the tougher guy to deal with.
Your move, Senator.
Yeah, Chris is a great guy. He's a tough guy. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan 36 times. I've spent 33 years in the Air Force, 140 days on the ground as an Air Force reservist. I believe Jeb Bush is the best person to protect this nation above all others. He has the temperament, the judgment, the background, and experience to be commander-in-chief on day one. When I was 44, I wasn't ready to be president of the United States. That's what I'm trying to tell people who care about what I think on national security. I'm very comfortable with Jeb Bush being our commander-in-chief, protecting the backs of those who have been fighting this war for 14 years above all others.
Got it. Thank you, Senator. When are you going back to New Hampshire, by the way?
I'll be there Friday.
I thought we would find you there today. But there you are.
Well, I'm going up tomorrow. You and Martha got to buy me lunch.
Okay, well, we'll negotiate for that. Do you miss Do you miss any aspect of what you had participated in up until a month ago?
I miss not being on the stage with Donald Trump, never having a chance to talk to the Donald about his ideas, how to defend the nation and govern the country. That's what I miss the most. I enjoyed it. My time ran out. I feel comfortable with Jeb. I'm supporting my party. We're going to win this election unless we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Thank you, Senator. See you in New Hampshire, then we'll see you in South Carolina. Lindsey Graham there in
Absolutely.
Washington. 21 past. Martha.